What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, the ostrich is back, taking on the Riddler, but personally this time. So the first riddle is, no city is eternal, not even Gotham. An empire falls, but this word still rings true. I had no clue, to be honest. I was reading this, I was sat, eating some cheesy chips. I was putting my brain power and my granddad's and my nana's brain power to work at this one. I really didn't get it. I had to read it like a couple times over. Just to get a feel for the riddle, to truly understand it. And then my phone accidentally turned off because I started eating chips and got distracted, and it accused me of cheating. So you'll see that in a minute when my phone turns off. But it accuses me of cheating, and I'm not fond of that. So if you do like anything, if like look, using your mind is more rewarding than looking up the answer. Try it sometime. I didn't do that. My phone turned off. Why would I cheat? I'm gonna tell you now. I did write fun. Yeah, see, I do try and talk to you and give myself little like tips because, well, it's usually tips for me to do the voiceover. But yeah, I still don't know. True. I sat for a while, doing this, so there you go. I do talk to you a little bit. Uh, I just don't know truly. Uh, I have a few guesses. I do try judgment because I'm trying to think of the film, back to the films of Judgment, Lady Judgment with her weighing scales, and it reigns true, and he then insulted me. However, he doesn't. I have no in doing this. No one is getting hurt. No one is under threat. So I have all the time in the world to think of these answers. It took me 2 days to do this. I just had to check how to spell judgment. And then it accused me of cheating again. Actually, no, it doesn't. It refreshes. It refreshes, and it gives me another riddle, which completely bamboozles me even more. And I'm very upset, because I thought I spelled judgment wrong. And here's the new riddle. Because this one is very obvious now that I read it back. But it took me a while to get it. While it shouldn't be a controversial policy, many of Gotham's elite prefer to do the opposite. What is it? There is a very, very popular saying, which is, something is the best policy. And if you get, I get it towards the end of the video, and I thought it was corrupt police officers, and it said close. I think that was just auto-generated because it wasn't close to its actual word. Corrupt was nowhere near what the actual word was. I thought I spelled corrupt wrong. I have no faith in my spelling skills. And I thought, Riddler would have picked up on any of the slight mistakes that I would have made. So I had to ask my nana how to spell corrupt. And I had to show her. And she said it was right. And then I was wrong because it's not the answer. So this went on for a very long time. 15 minutes of me trying to do this riddle. Eventually, if you fail 4 or 5 times at one riddle, he'll offer you a new riddle. And one of these riddles, I had no idea the answer. I would have never got that answer. I don't even know what the word means. It's like in Wordle, when you're doing a word, and you don't know what the word means, but you get it anyway, just out of pure chance, because you were just putting random letters together. And I had to cheat for one of these riddles, and you'll understand. I do apologize severely, but I had to Google the answer to one of these riddles. I only Googled the answer to one, and I would have never got it in a million years. I would have never got it in a million years. I only answered 2 out of 3 because it never gave me the Gotham one again. It never gave me that one. It gave me a brand new one, which confused the living shit out of me because I would have never have understood it. I'm scrolling back up to read it again because my granddad wanted to know at this point. My granddad was interested in the riddle, so I was reading it again to him. And then I also have to scroll up to read it again for myself because obviously he doesn't show you every time. So you gotta keep checking. My thought process here is spelling it completely wrong. Honestly, corrupt. I sort of just sat for a while thinking, looking at the wall, trying to get inspiration for answers. What saying it again and again in my head, but slowly, like emphasizing one specific word every time. Because you got to put like emphasis behind some of the words. Look, he offers to change the riddle, and obviously, I give up at the end of this one. I don't get it. I don't get the answer at the end of this one. So after like 15 minutes of this, I still don't get the answer. So I'm gonna leave you for like the next couple of minutes with some jazz and I'm just telling you, I'll come back. My voice will come back, and you'll hear the true answers. But I'm just gonna leave you some music for now, and I hope you enjoy it. It is my intro music. that was some nice tea. But I do apologize for that repetitive music, but I am back now. I come back to the website and I get this. It's the famous crave me, others protect themselves from me. No matter how you define me, I always end with certainty. I I got bamboozled like a lot by this one. I got death because obviously I don't know. I didn't know honestly. This one bamboozled me a lot, and I did eventually get it though. Uh, this one bamboozled me because obviously there's I didn't know what everyone like didn't want what famous people wanted. Yes, certainty. So I was bamboozled with certainty because it ends with certainty. So it's like true. It's facts. It ends with like complete and utter like knowledge, and it was the words like this one was late at night on like Saturday night where I was doing this. And, like obviously you do the best thinking late at night because your brain is fried. So like you just start like you get these random thoughts and everything's funny to you. Suffering. That was a bad time to say what I said. Uh, I ended the recording and it classed me for cheating. And I didn't appreciate that. I ended the recording because I needed a wee. So I stopped the recording, left my phone, went downstairs, had my wee, came back and it accused me of cheating. And I wasn't a fan. Here's exposure. The answer was exposure because, like, obviously you want people to know about you if you're famous. You want to get more screen time if you're famous, uh, and obviously you might not want screen time if you're not famous. But this one I had to cheat on because this one was like I don't know what that word means, Vertius. But I spelled it wrong. I was literally cheating and copying it. I spelled it wrong. But I don't understand what Vertius means. Like, I don't know what it is. I didn't even Google it after. I was too tired. It was like 12 o'clock at night when I was doing this shit. I was too tired to even care what virtuous was. But I had to cheat. This one on honesty. I got this one straight away. It clicked. This one clicked with me like straight off the bat. Like honesty is the best policy. Like Jesus Christ, I was stupid yesterday. And then like it gave me. He was like very proud that I got his riddles right. He was so proud of me, and I was so happy that he was proud. And then it literally just took me to the new comic. Literally just took me to the new comic. The person who plays Riddler, in the Batman, is making their own comic for the Riddler. They're making a comic book origin story for the Riddler. But other than that, hope you enjoyed. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Hello, I am the ostrich and I do not leave. This is the Riddler Year 1 poster. This is the front cover for the comic book of the Riddler origin story from the Batman movie. It is covering the Riddler's origin from the movie, not Riddler himself, I do believe. It's like specifically the movie one. And it does say 69 there, it is quite funny. It does say Riddler Year 1. It has his glasses, it has some sheets, it has a messy table, and sort of the messy, like, unorganized desk that we know from the Riddler has from the film. We have some, like, dark splodges near the bottom right, yeah. We do have this sort of red and black DC logo, like the grimy one that we did get from the Batman movie, but yeah, that's it. I'm fine. I've done analyzing now. Bye.